Imagine hearing a flash of color every time someone says your name, or tasting strawberries whenever you hear a piano chord. For millions of people, this isn't imagination, it's everyday reality. Imagine hearing a piano key and instantly seeing a flash of deep blue, or biting into a word and tasting lemon. For most of us, that sounds like something out of a dream. But for a small group of people on our planet, this is just Tuesday. It's how their brains have always worked. No hallucinations, no special drugs, no tricks. Just reality, wired a little differently. But what's actually going on inside the heads of these people? And why do some of them see music as swirling colors or read numbers that glow with personality? For a long time, scientists weren't even sure it was real. They thought maybe people were exaggerating or making it up for attention. But over the past few decades, something shifted. Researchers started running tests, scanning brains, and listening more closely. And they discovered something fascinating. This isn't fantasy. It's a genuine neurological phenomenon, and it has a name: synesthesia. At its core, synesthesia is when one sense triggers another automatically and without effort. Think of it like crossed wires in the brain, except these crossed wires aren't broken. They're just connected in a way most people don't experience. For someone with synesthesia, sounds might come with colors, letters might carry flavors, numbers might feel like they occupy specific spots in space. And it's not something they imagine or decide. It just happens every single time, like breathing. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Scientists used to think synesthesia was extremely rare, maybe 1 in every 10,000 people. But newer research suggests it might be far more common. Some studies estimate that as many as 4% of the population could have some form of it. That means millions of people around the world might be quietly living with blended senses, never realizing their experience is unusual. Because if you've always tasted strawberries when you hear the word Tuesday, why would you assume everyone else doesn't? So, why does this happen? The leading idea is that during early brain development, some people keep connections that most of us lose. In a typical brain, the areas for sight, sound, and touch are separate but linked. They talk to each other but stay in their lanes. In a synesthetic brain, those boundaries are a little blurrier. Extra connections might remain between regions that usually get pruned away. So, when one area fires, say the part that processes sound, it accidentally sparks another, like the part that handles color. The result? You hear a violin and see purple. But synesthesia isn't just a curiosity. It gives scientists a rare window into how all brains build reality. Because here's the thing, even people without synesthesia mix their senses more than they realize. Studies show that almost everyone links high-pitched sounds with bright colors or associates sharp shapes with the sound kiki. So synesthetes might just be living on one end of a spectrum we're all part of. And there's another twist. Many people with synesthesia don't see it as a disorder. Some call it a gift. Artists, musicians, and writers with synesthesia often describe it as a secret tool, a way to remember things more vividly, or to create in ways others can't. For them, the world isn't overwhelming, it's richer. So what does this tell us? That reality isn't as fixed as we think, that perception is personal, that two people can stand in the same room, hear the same song, and live in completely different sensory worlds. And that sometimes the strangest brains reveal the deepest truths about how we all make sense of the universe. So, next time you meet someone who hears colors or tastes words, remember, Their brains are simply wired in a beautifully unique way. If this blew your mind, hit subscribe and drop a comment below telling me which sense you'd love to experience differently.